I'm Tamara Lackey, and I'm here with Adorama TV to photograph at the Woodstock Farm Sanctuary. Specifically, what we want to do is kind of show off what they're doing here in terms of rescuing abused and neglected animals, but also utilize photography to make a difference. Art and activism is one of my passions, and what we want to do is photograph not only the animals, but also hear some of their stories, photograph people with animals. We have some people who are really passionate about trying to care for animals better, so we're going to show how to photograph people with animals in a way that actually showcases expressiveness, but also some of those great rules around posing and lighting. I'm going to be doing just all natural light so I can get those great catch lights, because one of the reasons I love showcasing catch lights in my subjects is because I think that really shows the spirit and the life in who you're photographing or what you're photographing. One of the things I'm trying to do is get a variety of angles and shots and zoom in really close, like get the eye and the eyelashes and the really striking color in the eyes of the cows. And then also pull back and then show basically the heft and the mass of such a giant creature that's so gentle, and show them up against the grass below and the clouds behind them. Just try to show kind of an overall feel for who they are and what their life is like here and the peacefulness of it.
Woodstock Farm Sanctuary has been around since 2004, and we were founded right outside of Woodstock, New York, hence the name. But we moved in 2015 and moved from 23 acres to 160 acres, which means we can house very comfortably 360 rescued farmed animals.
Okay.
So every single animal here has been rescued from an industrial animal agriculture facility or from an abuse neglect case.
Right.
These are all animals that are exploited for their products or as food. And they're also animals that people tend not to meet and not to have an individual connection with. We could fill up the whole sanctuary and not actually do the work we want to do.
Right.
So we have visitors throughout the year. We've about 10,000 people a year that come. They go on tours, they get a humane education, and they get to have an individual connection with the animals.
Yeah.
That's how this work kind of reverberates out. A lot of these guys are actually escapees. So they either escaped from a slaughterhouse or they escaped from like a transport truck. So Kaylee, actually the very voluptuous white cow in the middle, she actually escaped from a halal slaughterhouse outside of Philadelphia.
Photographically, I'm trying to get as much as I can, as quickly as I can, because they'll get up and move. And so I'm shooting purposefully in a burst mode, which I don't normally shoot in, but that allows me to get off a bunch of shots if they move. And then the other thing I have to keep in mind is their heads, human and animal, are very far apart. Like as a portrait, I would never do this because I can't really shoot shallow depth of field like this if I want to. So I have to make sure I'm shooting with an extended field of focus, like at least an f5, 6 or something, just so I get them both in focus. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sally likes that. Thanks so much for joining us here on this wonderful animal adventure. If you want to find out more about Woodstock Farm Sanctuary, you can just go to woodstocksanctuary.org. And also, don't forget, if you want to learn more about everything in general, check out Adorama TV, and don't forget to hit subscribe.